Okay, I'm going to try a new recipe today. I'm going to make a sweet potato cornbread in the sun oven. Haven't ever tried this, was just getting ready to make some cornbread and thought, I've got some dehydrated sweet potatoes still, lots of them still, because a jar this size goes a very long way. So anyway, what I did is I took 1 cup of cornmeal, 1 cup of flour, and 1/3 cup of the sweet potato powder. And usually it's just 1 and 1. And then to that I'm going to add 1/3 cup of sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. Okay, so I'm going to add in the 2 teaspoons of baking powder, roughly. Nothing's perfectly measured. And the roughly 1/3 cup of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, roughly. Okay. And then to that we'll add the wet mixture, which I'll put those in a separate cup and whisk them. 1 egg, 1/4 cup of oil, and 1 cup of milk. Okay, so I have the 1/4 cup of oil already in the cup, so I will take the milk up to 1 1/4 cups. You're adding 1 cup of milk to 1/4 cup of oil, basically. That in there, and then I'm going to add an egg in and mix it up. Alright, so let's add that egg. There we go. Mix that up. You want that kind of blended together. Here we go. And then we're going to add that. And that entire mixture will be added in to the dry mixture. Okay. Guess I didn't need to leave that in there. It's a little hard to do with one hand. And I've already got the sun oven out front. I took it out about an hour ago to let it heat up. Last I checked it, it was at 350 degrees, so that would be the perfect temperature. Because we want to bake this at around 350 for 20 minutes. You don't want to overbeat this, but you want it blended good. And then I always let it rest for just a few minutes to let that baking soda, or baking powder, excuse me, activate. Now this is probably going to be a nice pretty orangey color here, because the sweet potatoes eventually, once it mixes in, so it might make a pretty interesting sweet potato cornbread mixture, or it might be really just downright disgusting, so I guess we'll find out. This is our first try along with yours. Okay, I think that's pretty good there. So we'll let it sit for a minute, and I'll go ahead and I'm going to use my trusty sun oven pan here, and I will spray it. Spray it real good, so we don't want it sticking. Like I said, sun oven is already up to temperature. Hopefully it stayed that way. And I'm going to let that rest a minute, and then I'll fill in the pan and take it out. Alright, and the sun oven is at just under 350, but that's fine. It's close enough for government work. Oh my gosh, and I need to turn it a little bit. Ooh, that sun is bright. Oh my. Alright, and we've got cornbread getting ready to go in. Okay, and it's in the sun oven, and it's roughly at 325. So hopefully that'll go up just a bit, but if not, 325 will get it there too. Not all that worried about it. We're gonna let it bake for 20 minutes now. Let me go check the time since I didn't check the time. Maybe 30 minutes. It's a little under. We'll have to see. Okay, we're 15 minutes in, and it's getting there. One side's already starting to show doneness there, and now it's kind of hard to see. So we'll keep an eye on it. Okay, temps dropped down to about 300 now, and but it looks nice and done. It's starting to get the little cracks in it saying that it's done. So got some condensation building up, which is pretty normal in this heat when you've got moisture in there. But I'm going to go ahead and take it out and take it inside. Did it fall apart?
Yeah.
It's very cake-like. Good? Can you taste the sweet potatoes in it?
Yep.
Yeah. Another idea for beans and rice. Beans, rice with some tomato, corn, and okra, some Slap Your Mama hot seasoning, and some chicken stock, and you are all set. There's the sweet potato. And it came out thin on this side. It didn't rise as well as usual. I'm thinking my baking powder might be a little old there. And the pan was lopsided in the sun oven, so. But it tastes good. I did taste it. Yummy.